Welcome to the show tonight. Tonight on the Tony Gomez Show, I am proud to announce that I have my friend Miguel Penilla coming from Cartago, Colombia, straight from Cartel Cyco. Brother, how you doing tonight?
Hey, Tony, what's up? First off, on behalf of the band, thank you very much for even considering having us for one of your shows. It's really amazing to be here, to be able to share our experience and to give a taste of our music. And secondly, I'm sorry if my English breaks up a little bit. I'm so freaking excited to be here, and I have a lot of things to tell. So mainly I'm gonna break my English in a few times, but please be patient with me, okay?
Oh, man, absolutely. And you sound great, Miguel. No problem, brother. I'm so glad to have you on. When you shared your music with me, I was like, wow, man, it's taking me back to my old school days. And I love that old school style that you're bringing because you make it new. It's fresh. It's modern. I love your vocalist. Let me kind of get started by asking you real quick. I love the fact that you're in that thrash hardcore crossover genre. That is one of my favorite genres growing up. I've been a big, huge fan of SOD, The Accused, DRI, MOD, Cryptic Slaughter, Excel, so that genre right there is one of my favorites, dude. And you guys bringing the love to that genre right there and keeping it fresh and keeping it sounding heavy and tight is exciting to me. So tell me, who are the band members in the current lineup right now? And who got the band started?
Okay. First of all, thank you very much for your kind words. I really appreciate that. And I remember watching you in one of the Kilmora videos wearing that SOD T-shirt and everything. Yeah. SOD, those bands were back then. Holy shit! It was incredible.
Yes.
Especially for us who live in a country in which back then, I mean, the late 70s, the 80s. It was so hard to find music here. But anyhow, the project. I started with the project. It was my idea.
Excellent.
It first started as a tribute band, Suicidal Tendencies tribute band, and the idea behind this was because I needed to check if I could get the people who would commit to the project. Who would stand up to the challenge, let's say, and it was on my side. We were 5 guys. Out of the 5 initial members, we're still 3, which are like the band core, which are me on the guitar, David Sarmiento. He's the son of my best friend. He's like my nephew.
Yeah,
my nephew. It's like my nephew. He grew up listening to metal, so it was so easy to get him involved in the band. Plus, he's so fucking energetic. Once he gets on the stage, he's crazy.
Hell
and
yeah.
Davinson Rivera, I met him a couple months before we started the band. It was because we met at a party, at a birthday party. And this guy was his genres were more like power metal, heavy metal. He never had listened anything to like Suicidal Tendencies, nothing like that. And he was immediately hooked up. And the right now the 3 of us are like the core of the band. We've been struggling trying to get the final lineup. A couple bass players, a couple drum players, but right now I think we're on the right path, on the warpath to get this working as we expect.
And so the lineup is what I saw in the latest video, right?
Yeah, right now we are David Sarmiento, which is the lead vocals. Davinson Rivera, his guitar player. Mike Penilla, which I am a guitar player. We have a recent addition to the band. He's Miguel Alvarez. He's the bass player. He's such a fucking great musician.
Hell yeah.
I feel right now, I feel like when Robert Trujillo got into Suicidal Tendencies. I feel like this guy
yes.
is good. And right now we're having some situations with the drummer. So I think we're gonna have to work on that. So I would say
Okay.
the current lineup, we are just four.
Got
But
it.
yeah, we're having some situations, but
It
we're there.
happens. It
Yeah, it
definitely
happens.
happens in our line of work. It's tough enough to just get the right chemistry of guys together. And like you mentioned, you need to see who's going to be committed when you first got the
Yeah,
thing going. You know, and that
especially
says a lot. But even through the months as a band starts putting the time in together, some might fall off. And it's just the way the nature of the beast. But you got to
that
keep going.
two things here. Two things here. One, I'm pretty much let's not say old, but I'm not as young as I would like to be for starting a band. I'm 56 years old, and as I was telling you before, I didn't even consider to start playing again with a band, like a real project. This started because of a conversation with Jimmy Santiago Flores. Homie, I love this guy.
Shout out Santiago. Hell
Oh
yeah.
man, it's been so important in the process of the band. He's pretty much the spark who ignited the whole thing, and that's one thing. And the other thing is that for grown-ups, when I say grown-ups, I mean people who need to work to make ends meet, right? So
Right. I
right
think
here,
I have a day job.
situation in Colombia is not easy,
Yeah.
and if you need to take time from your stuff to invest in a band, practicing, preparing stuff, writing music, that thing needs a level of commitment that is
Yes.
not easy to find. That is not easy
Yeah.
to find. So that's another thing that might be either an obstacle, but also an interesting point when it comes to finding the right people for the band.
Big time. Big time. And sometimes, you know, I kind of took it for granted, you know, in my experience, when I had 10 years with my band's Integrity in the 90s, when we're doing death metal and having a great time doing it, and doing 10 years or more like 14 years with Killamora after the 2000s, I took it for granted that being in a band was pretty easy because we had the time under our belts. We had music together, and there was always something for new guys that came in and out to learn, and we could get back on the road again. But when I started War Cult, it was like fucking pulling every teeth out of my mouth out because we just couldn't see eye to eye, and we couldn't agree on a name. So I'm like, if we can't even agree on a band name, we're gonna have some problems. So me and a guitar player, David, stuck together, and I wrote a song called War Cult, and we decided we were gonna name the band that. And then through the process of elimination, we got Brian Canales, our bass player. We ended up getting Brandon Salinas on guitar and Eric Maiden on drums. And now we're doing so fucking great, man. It sounds so good. Brandon's not in the band now, but he's still one of our metal brothers that will come in and fill in. So we played Friday with the Honor Burning. Yeah, dude. We're lucky that we have a great working relationship with the guys that have been in the band. And that's just out of mutual respect and being appreciative for the time. Exactly, bro. The band becomes a family, bro. And those that don't really get with it, as far as the family wide, don't stick in the band. Exactly.
You need to leave immediately. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
We depend on getting together for rehearsals, right? It matters. You got to be there.
Yep.
You got to be there, man. And so you guys are pretty fresh to the point of where, you know, we were talking about it's only been since February last year, maybe early, or should I say late 24, that the band was coming.
The band really started February 22nd, 2025. And the thing is that I might extend a little bit here because it's kind of a long story, but I'll try to make long story short.
Yeah, bring it.
I've always been fan of suicidal tendencies, man. I love Suicidal. I've been suicidal ever since the first time I listened to Join the Army. It was, as I was telling you, it was a bootleg cassette that we had back then, 1988. Yes. I was 18 years old. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Because you're used to listen to Slayer, to Megadeth, to certain
Right.
things, Anthrax, but this was totally different. Joined the
Yes.
army, and I hadn't listened to Suicidal Tendencies, the first album yet. Just joined the army. I was like, what is this? What's this thing? And the
Yeah.
other thing was a few months later. That was 89. I think 89. I got the first vinyl. It was that the album was How Will I Laugh Tomorrow.
Oh, that's a good one.
When you look at the album cover and the album, you say this is not the regular thrash heavy metal band.
No.
Some Chicano guys,
Yeah, dude.
so tanned up,
White
like
beater.
and everything. Like, what is this? So, and the music, man. Oh shoot! I was totally blown away, and
Yes.
ever since I've been a fan. Anyways, around 2024, beginning 2024, I was browsing the YouTube and everything, and I found Luisidal.
Yes,
And I was like,
Luisidal.
what is this? No, Luisidal. What is this? I thought it was like a tribute band. When I thought Luchi Mayorga, holy shit, this
The
guy
man.
is playing with, of course, the mero mero, el mero mero. Holy
Fuck
shit.
yeah.
And the other thing that blew me away was Mike Clark, RJ
Yes.
Herrera, and Rocky George with Mando Cho. It was like the dream team. It was
Fuck
like,
yeah.
holy shit, how come these guys are with Lucci and not with Suicide, with Mike, with Suicide? I
Right.
couldn't understand the whole thing because what happened? So I have a couple channels myself, and I have a podcast in which from time to time I invite people in English to speak about metal and everything. And
Yes.
I try to get in touch with Luchi Mayorga on Facebook. I was like, well, let's see if I ever get to get an answer from him.
Yeah.
Months later, after trying and trying, he replied because I sent him a message and said, well, I understand maybe I don't have like a huge podcast. Maybe it's not of your interest, but it's okay. I really understand that. And I'm so fucking honored to be able, your music has inspired my life.
Yes.
You've been an inspiration. So he replied. He said, "No, I'm sorry. I've been this and that, blah, blah, blah. Let's see if we can do that." So I was like, "Fuck! Oh shit! This is so freaking cool." So
Yes.
I started getting in touch with a lot of his contacts on Facebook, being you one of them. That's when we met, and I said, "Oh, you have the show, blah blah blah." Remember, I don't know if you remember, I sent you some designs or something. Anyway.
Yes. Thank you so much. I still have it.
One of the contacts that I made through Luigi Mayorga's account was Jimmy Santiago Flores. I didn't have an idea who was he. One day, because after that, I started uploading covers of Suicidal Tendencies song on guitar as a token of respect. So, I'm going to share with them, showing that I love the music, blah, blah, blah. So one day I got a message from Santiago Flores, from Jimmy Changa, and then he says, "Hey, I was on a radio show. Check it out." And I was like, ah. And then on the radio show they say, "Oh, he was the guitar tech for Suicidal Tendencies." I was like, "What the fuck? This guy is shit." So we started talking, and then he told me, "Hey, you play the guitar well. You should start a band." And I was like, I'm old. I feel I'm old, and here is in Colombia right now. It's so freaking hard to find, especially for this genre. You can find people who like heavy metal. You can find people like power metal, death metal, but hardcore. This kind of thrash hardcore crossover is so hard.
Yes.
So I said, like, oh, we'll see. But the thing, he got me thinking about that.
Yeah, you planted the seed. Yes.
Yeah. By the end, am I getting too long with this story? I'm sorry.
No, this is great.
By the end of 2024, I was jamming here. I was practicing some songs, Suicidal Tendencies songs, and David, the lead vocal of the band, he came to visit, and I asked him, "Hey, why don't you sing this song with me?" It was Sorry. Was that
hell yeah.
And the guy started, "It seems like such a long time ago." I was like, holy shit, man, you do that. You're doing it pretty good. If I have the opportunity to start a project, would you like to come in and sing it? And I said, I'm not a singer. I'm not a musician. Forget it. We can work it out.
Yes.
So I thought at least I have the one of the toughest musicians to find here is a guy who can be energetic,
Yes.
and also who speaks English for these songs, because English is not a strong skill here in many people. So
Yeah.
that was one thing. 2025, January 2025, a guy who was the bass player, the first bass player of the band, he invited my wife and I, my wife and me, he invited us to a birthday party he was throwing for her wife.
Cool.
That's where I met the drummer. It was John Alexander Aponte, and this guy on the guitar. The lineup right now.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I told him, we had such a great chemistry, and then I told him, how would you like to jam one of these days? Oh, it would be cool. So let's try 2 Suicidal Tendencies songs and any other song that you want. They said, okay, we've never listened to Suicidal, so send us the tracks.
Wow.
We can practice, and let's practice. I don't know if you have heard about War Cry. It's a band from Spain. It's like a heavy metal.
Okay.
It's very famous here.
I haven't heard them yet. War Cry. Badass.
So,
all right.
So yeah, they're good. Well, heavy metal, heavy metal from Spain, like Barón
yeah.
Rojo and such and such. So they said, okay. When we got to the first rehearsal, it was so fucking cool. And I said,
Wow.
oh, these are the guys. These are the guys.
They did homework, huh? They learned the songs?
They did the homework. They did the homework.
Yes.
And I told them, and what about Work Right? No, forget Work Right. Let's keep on playing Suicidal. And that was the way we started.
Yeah.
Now, I in my mind, I wanted to know that I had the right people for this. So I didn't want to start writing music immediately. So we started as a tribute band, right?
Yeah.
And I started throwing, posting things on Facebook.
Yeah.
February 22nd. By March 20th, maybe, a guy from a local venue in a town near here, well, actually, it's a big venue. It's called Rock Plaza. He contacted me and he says, holy shit, this is the first Suicidal Tendencies tribute I've ever seen. I want you to play at Rock Plaza on April 19th. I was like,
fuck,
man, we just begun. We have only 4 songs. I don't know what you're gonna do, but I need you to have at least 40 minutes so you can play here. So be here.
Awesome.
It was less than a month. We worked 11 songs, 11 covers.
Damn. Hell yeah.
It was amazing. It was amazing because for a brand new band, we were nobody knew about us. We started big because it was a huge venue. We played with 2 other bands, 2 tributes, one tribute to Death and one tribute to Metallica.
Death and Metallica?
Musicians from Pereira. Pereira is a capital like 20 minutes from here.
Okay.
Great musicians. And that was like, wow.
Hell yeah.
That was the way the band started. That was the way the band started. But I knew I didn't want to stay just as a tribute band.
Yeah.
I remember now that you were talking about the name of the band, because
here
is a thing to find the right name for the band is so hard sometimes, because you don't want
big time.
You come up with something and there's another band who's already called like that.
Shit.
Oh, it is that.
Yeah.
And I remember I said, okay, we are psychos, right? Psycho.
Yeah.
It is psycho.
It's got to be part of the name, right?
And Cartago, Norte del Valle, Cartel. So I said Cartel Cyco. I remember my best friend, the vocalist, Dad. He told me, "Really? Are you gonna name the band like that? Oh, come on, you shouldn't." And I was like, "Why?" Oh, of course, the stigma because of drugs, cartel, everything like that. Because we're cartel, but Cartel Cyco. And it's stuck. And I think we're the only ones I don't think there's another band in the world that can be. Oh yeah, Cartel Cyco, maybe Cartel, another thing, or Los Psychos. I don't know, but Cartel Cyco,
but not Cartel
no,
Cyco.
no,
Yes.
no.
I'm glad you brought that up, because when it came to your name, I had a question about in regards to the name. In choosing that, was that kind of like a warning to people, or a statement, or it just felt right?
Yeah, no, it was no. I thought this is the name. This is the name because it mixes two things that identifies us so strongly.
Big time. I get it.
For me, I'm still psycho after all these years.
Yeah, that's right. Since the first time you heard him. Yeah.
Suicidal Tendencies. I've been, and I'll die a fan of Suicidal Tendencies. It's been, man.
Fuck yeah.
Mike Clark, Rocky George. Those
Rocky
are
George.
the most underrated musicians ever, man.
They're so badass.
Mike Clark has written the riff for The Miracle. Holy shit! I played Megadeth. I played Poison Was the Cure, which is one of the fastest and toughest riffs on the guitar. The Miracle, man, The Miracle
is blows that out.
I don't think I have been able to play it exactly like it is, like the
wow.
So I think the band has been a huge influence in my life, musically. So that's why Psycho and Cartel. That's half history of Colombia. Sadly.
Yes, bro.
But we're trying to turn the table and give the Cartel like a better name. It's like,
hell yeah,
whatever they thought about Suicidal Tendencies being affiliated with gangs.
Yeah, good point.
Exactly the same thing.
It had nothing to do with it. That's right.
Not at all.
It was all music. It was all music.
Music, soul, familia.
Yes. And he talked about it, and it was so perfectly said. And Join the Army, the song.
Yeah.
Right.
We're the crowds. We're the
That's
proud.
right, dude.
Loud. Yeah.
And so you got a little rap metal going on there for a little bit, you know. And what I liked about it is from the first Suicidal to join the Army, they really matured and they became more of a metal band. Rocky George is kind
Rocky George,
became,
Rocky George, and RJ Herrera.
Yeah, dude.
Gave the band. Oh man, that was like.
We got so many classics off that album.
Yeah.
Out of those 11 songs that you learned at the first tribute to Suicidal, how many would you say came off of Join the Army?
War Inside My Head.
Yeah. Oh, one of my favorites. Yeah. I've seen Possessed to Skate.
And Possessed to Skate.
Yeah.
Those two. Subliminal is from the first. Oh yeah, War Inside My Head, because the set list was Trip of the Brain, Sorry, Possessed to Skate, One Too Many Times,
Killer,
Psychovision.
Hell yeah!
You Can Bring Me Down. I can't remember right now, but there were. It was like
that's a big song, bro. You Can't Bring Me Down. We do that in my Fistful of Metal covers, and fuck, man, lyrically and guitar wise, yes, but it's one of the best. It's kind of like Holy Wars from Megadeth.
Yeah, it's an anthem.
Big time, yes.
Just like the Pledge of Allegiance. It's pretty much both songs are holy shit. Yeah, awesome songs.
I got to give a shout out to one of my favorite songs while we're on Join the Army is "I Die a Little Each Day."
Oh man, that's
such a jam,
beautiful.
Dude. Yes, Mike Muir. The only thing I've always loved about Mike Muir, he never had to go or like a Phil Anselmo. Just him doing his thing was perfect for the band.
When you listen to Suicidal Tendencies, the first album with that raw energy, the punk energy and everything, and the switch to
the more of a metal.
Army, oh man, and yeah, that I think that was what got me in love with the band, with the music, with the lyrics, with the message, with what they stand for. That was the only band that I back then that I realized they were proud of them.
Fuck
it's like ST Suicidal in the song. Suicidal. Holy shit, this is unique.
Yeah.
So and Luchi Mayorga, man, respect.
Ooh, big
What
respect.
a songwriter.
Yes.
What a bass player. Man, that's a great musician also. So they I don't know. That's been a great band. The
Yeah.
things that they did back then impacted so big in my life and in the process of what is happening right now with Cartel Cyco. Because we have
Yeah.
11 songs. We have 11 songs, 5 of them which are already available on platforms.
Yeah.
Two songs. Well, actually, Cartago Originals, Cartel Cyco, Familia, which is some kind of an anthem.
That's a
We have
badass
Fuck
jam.
Off,
Yes.
Fuck Off,
Fuck
and Soy
yeah.
de Este Pueblo, which we have released
The
the official
video.
video a couple of weeks ago. We already have near 800 views, 9 days. Well, it's
Hell
not a big
yeah.
thing, but come on, for a small band, we're getting there. We're getting there. And
Yeah.
two instrumental songs, because I remember somebody asked me, why instrumental songs? Man, that's a way to the 80s and the 90s. Come on, the albums, every great album always had an instrumental song. So I was
Yes.
like, we have to have at least a couple. So we have Somos los que somos. We are who we are. It's pretty much like saying after all the things that we've gone through, the core of the band is still there. We are what we are who we are. And the last song is called One Hell of a Ride.
One hell of a
So
ride. Yeah.
once you get to listen all of the 11 songs, you will know that it was a hell of a ride.
Yes.
Straight thrash / hardcore crossover coming from the soul of some old guys and young guys from Cartago Valle, Colombia, and sparked by the flame and the light from the band, from Suicidal Tendencies, and all other and some other things that we have, of course, as influences each one.
Yeah, so well said, Miguel. And I want to give a shout out, my man who's just tuned in, Random Drunk 80. Thank you for checking out Cartel Cyco. He said, "Man, you guys are badass, and you got a new fan for life."
Thank you very much, man. Thank you.
That's
Very
what
much.
I'm talking about. You just got to give them a try, man. You're gonna love these guys. Most of my show is usually done with metal bands, but sometimes I get off with some hard rock and different kind of things, because I meet a lot of people in the scene, and if I like you and you got the hustle and you got something great, I want to share that, man, because I really want to bring everybody up.
And thank you very much. I was thinking I might not even be considered for being here, but I said, what the heck? Let's give it
absolutely.
a try. There's nothing. Plus, we have talked before, so
yeah.
So it was really worth the try.
Oh,
So,
absolutely.
yeah.
I appreciate
I knew, because your show, you always have. I was watching the last one. You were talking to Rob Metal's work. Rob Metal Works.
Yes, Rob, my man.
And I talked to them, to this guy as well. I sent them the music. I said, whenever. He said, well, are you in the Texas area? I was like, no, I'm from Colombia. No, I just do. Okay, anyways, but it's cool. It's
right.
Cool.
Yeah.
So people get to know the music. Who knows? Maybe by 2027 we can get in the United States and play at some places. Maybe.
Oh my God, that would be
Texas,
so.
That would be so freaking cool. Yeah.
Yes, bro. Absolutely. If that ever becomes something that you can do, let me know, because our bands are going to have to hook up here in Corpus. All right. I got connections here at the House of Rock. Cool, yeah. So we just gotta give me a date and we can work it out. The sooner I know, the better. So because these venues, they book so far in advance nowadays.
I know.
But I want to make it happen.
That's like aiming too high right now. I would say that could be done maybe by late 27. Because right
great.
now, right now we're focused on completing the finishing, because man, this is so freaking hard. We in Colombia, well, especially in this area, we have a saying. We say metal miseria, like metal misery. Metal miseria is like a funny way of making reference to the old days, back when we had to walk blocks carrying a drum set, asking who had an amp who could rent us to rehearse. Nobody had a guitar. Man, that was so fucking difficult here. It was
Yes,
so
bro.
hard. So
Yeah, the
that,
metal mystery. That's
metal mystery.
right.
We say that in a good way, of course, not in a bad way, but like,
Right.
you remember las épocas de Metal Miseria. Of course,
You earned your stripes. You know what I mean? You earned your stripes.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
we've been talking a lot about Suicidal, but other bands from that genre. Can you give me some other bands that from that time, from the late mid '80s to late '80s, that really kind of were an influence to you?
The things that I was listening to were, well, the bands. Suicidal, pretty much. Back then, it was Slayer, Megadeth, Anthrax, Exodus.
Yeah.
But I was also listening to Chromax. Oh, man. I was so fucking blown.
One of my favorite all-time bands.
Razor. That Malicious Intent.
Speed. Scott Travis.
Holy shit, that Malicious Intent album got blown me away. So, and it was because it's funny because, as I told you, back then it was impossible to find music at a music store. It was impossible.
Yeah.
So most of the music was brought from abroad, and and in Bogota is Colombia's capital. There was there still is, but it's not the same as it used to be back in the 70s and the 80s. There was this street. Well, it's more like an avenue, the 19th Avenue, and they had a lot of booths with music from all over the world. So they were the ones who brought all kinds of music.
Oh, and hell yeah.
What they did was, because it was expensive, people who were not able to afford to buy the vinyl and whatever.
Yeah.
They recorded a tape.
Yeah.
I remember back in '87 having the first copy of Halloween's first demo.
Oh shit! You had, I know what it is, brother.
Back then, I don't know who in Bogota brought from it. So the music we had to find whomever was able to get from abroad, or somebody who was able to go to Bogota, maybe get some music. Maybe it was an ordeal. Ordeal is the word, right? Yeah, because it was not easy. And that was the way the music came to me. Well, those because I was listening to Judas Priest. I remember listening to the Sentinel and asking, what the hell are they doing here? What is this? I was like, and I remember going to a guy here who used to play the guitar, asking if he could play that, and it was like, because people who play regular music here, I was crazy. I thought it was like easy to find. Not at all. So influences coming back again. So I got stuck with Suicidal Tendencies, Infectious Groups after later.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
In fact, I got one of the first demo tapes from Triple M. I remember you wrote to Triple M to get the merch, the things, and Mike Muir sent me with a letter saying, "Hey, this is a new project we're running. It's called Infectious Group with Robert Reggio."
Oh shit!
But we
very cool.
So Excel,
I love Excel.
Widespread Bloodshed is oh man, it's so freaking good. The Welcome to Venice. I remember. I think I had
that compilation.
The compilation. I think
I had that too with Beowulf. I was on there. No Mercy.
MOD, SOD.
Oh
yeah. So that was pretty much
great stuff.
In my case, the thing that started with. But on top of that, always Suicidal.
Always Suicidal.
It was pretty much always Suicidal. Always Suicidal. It was always there. And every album, every new album, I was always like, holy shit!
Wow.
They come with Join the Army. They come with How Will I Love Tomorrow. Yes. They come with Lights Camera. It was huge. Then they come with The Art of Rebellion.
Yeah,
and then Suicidal for Life. Holy shit!
All major label. Hell yes, these guys.
The musicianship of these people and the level,
huge,
and the level of creativity of Mike Muir. and
Yes.
the whole guys. It was amazing. So that could be said that it's everything regarding my influences.
Oh,
It's funny because the guy who's playing the bass right now, is a pro musician, and he plays salsa, vallenato. He plays with
hell
bands.
yeah.
Gracias, muñeca. Gracias. My wife, maybe my voice is too raspy. Say, hey, bring some water.
I get it. Cheers.
Cheers. So he plays vallenato, salsa, popular, parranda, all of the genres that are
Yeah.
popular here in this area. But he likes metal, and and he hadn't listened to Suicidal Tendencies either. But when
Yeah.
he saw us playing, he said, "Wow, you guys are doing something really cool." And then when he listened to the music Trujillo, the bass lines Trujillo played, it was like
Yeah.
it was like I didn't know Trujillo could do those things, because I know Trujillo from Metallica. It was like,
Yeah.
this is back.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is way
Oh,
back. So those are he listens to some rock heavy metal music, but is getting hooked up by Suicidal Tendencies as well.
yes.
David, which is the vocals, he's suicidal. He is Slayer. His dad loves Slayer, Anthrax. The same, pretty much the same sort of music.
Yeah.
And Davison, which is the other guitar player, he's more heavy metal. He's more heavy metal. I don't know the names of the band because I'm not too much heavy metal, like
Okay.
symphonic metal, those things. He's
Oh,
more like
okay.
that.
Okay,
Yeah.
killer.
So I remember when we first started writing music, I told the guys, bring whatever you want. Let's
All
create
right.
something. Bring it whatever you want. Let's get all of those influences together and see what we can come up with.
Yeah.
And it turned out to be a really good and interesting material. So that's it.
Yes. So, who writes most of the music, and who does the lyrics?
Okay, it's we all do stuff, right? So
Okay.
let's say Soy de Este Pueblo. Soy de Este Pueblo was the main riff was an idea of the guitar player, and he had part of the lyrics. So
Okay.
when he came out with a riff, so we started, okay, why don't we do this? Oh man. By that time we didn't have a drummer in the band. So what I did was to get the Easy Drummer 3, get some grooves based on that, and started creating the drums based on that.
Killer.
Later on, I started taking some sound engineering classes with a guy here. So all the music that you have listened to, it's been mixed and mastered, recorded, mixed and mastered here
Yeah.
by
All right.
me.
Hell yeah.
You can tell it's not professional, but we got to get like some kind of identity with the sound identity. I don't know.
I get it.
We
That's right.
We say in Spanish impronta, but I don't know if the word impromptu, maybe.
Okay.
I don't
I
know.
get it. Yeah.
Like a brand there of the sound. So
Absolutely. Yes.
so that's the way we work. So
You've
we
captured that.
yeah. I have the first song that we had, which is Cartago Originals. It was refurbishing, maybe, one of the riffs that I used to play back in the 90s with Insania. Because remember, I told you I had a band back in the 90s. A band we played in the first Rock al Parque, which is the biggest rock festival here in Colombia. We played in the first Rock al Parque, May 1995. And
That's amazing.
one of the songs that we played, I thought I should take this riff, maybe, and see and exactly that's the way that song was born. Some lyrics are mine, some lyrics are the other guys, but when we get the main idea, we all start working together. So in the end is lyrics and music by Cartel Cyco. That's gonna be it's gonna be like a work, a teamwork.
Yes, all collaborating together to make it out.
Yeah,
Yes.
because we all when let's say the voice part of Soy de Este Pueblo, we were first thinking of some things, and David was giving his ideas, and we said, this sounds so fucking cool. Why not? So that's the way we work. So right now we have, as I told you, the 5 songs that we already have available on platforms. You can find us everywhere with just Cartel Cyco, like this. Cartel. It's easy. We are the only ones.
That's right.
Yeah.
So you guys will come up on the search. Hell yes.
Now I'm bragging a little bit. Anyhow.
No, I love it, brother. Yeah. Let's talk about some of the music. Let's talk about Soy de Este Pueblo. Love the riffs, and to find out it came from old school doesn't surprise me, because it's, when that riff is a keeper, and you knew it, and it needed to come back, and what better jam to make it happen. But I love also the backup vocals, nice and strong, and I love that about Suicidal too. That was fucking tight. You guys do it very well.
Funny you mentioned, because that's one of the songs that I really enjoyed the most playing and singing.
Yeah, I can see that in the video.
Soy de este pueblo, soy de este pueblo, I'm soy de este puto pueblo. I end up like how do you go? All sweating the hell out of whatever.
Yeah.
Because I'm always moving and expressing energy and whatever. I cannot be playing and being like this. I'm not able to that. No, I can't.
You're in it.
I'm not a virtuoso. I might have a time in which I was fairly good. Right now I'm just an average guitar player, but I enjoy the hell of it. The thing you saw in the video is the same thing I do on every rehearsal. It's the same thing. I jump and things, and I try the rest of the members. David doesn't have that problem, because you saw David's jumping. It's like the same.
Right? It's natural for him. Hell yes.
It's natural. Yes. And the other guys are also getting, because here there's something funny here. And here in the area, you see bands, right? Local bands. Awesome musicians, virtuosos, guys who are awesome guitar players, awesome musicians. But when they play, I don't know if they worry too much on being perfect.
Yeah.
That one thing that I think a lot of bands lack of is just enjoying the shit. Man, you're up there. Yeah, you. I remember when I was in the States, I had the opportunity to attend a Joe Satriani concert and Steve Vai concert.
Oh, hell yeah.
Both are amazing.
Amazing.
Steve Vai, holy shit, this guy has, I guess you've seen Steve Vai. The showmanship, the showmanship is so amazing. So that's one thing that I think is very important. And it made a lot of sense when I was watching the interview that Rob Metalworks have with Billy Milano, and Billy Milano tells his story about when he's playing with the Anthrax and the Metallica guys backstage, when he's playing the Summertime Blues, and I don't know, and that Cliff Burton comes all of a sudden, jumps in the crowd and says, "Hey, you're such a great bass player."
I remember that.
Yeah, and Billy Milano says, "Well, I'm your average player. I just enjoy the thing." And the Cliff Burton said, "That's what it is." And it made sense. I love. It made sense.
Right.
Because, yeah.
Exactly.
Of course, you want to give a good show, but also you want to sound good.
Yeah.
To sound well. To sound. Yeah. It's a balance, but I think we're getting there. For the time that we have, because we've been out 3 times only. We've had 3 gigs.
Okay.
4, if we count a gig, a private gig that we have for friends and family for the celebration of the first year. It was a small gig at a small venue here in Cartago. It was cool with some guys from here, which are an amazing band. They're called Les Comanches. They play ska punk. They're
Okay.
amazing. They're
Los
amazing. I
Comanches.
don't like ska, but man,
The way
these
they do
guys
it.
are so fucking good. So we've had 3 shows,
All
two
right.
big ones and one medium small. The first one was a big one, and the last one was a big one also. It was August 2025 during the celebration of the city's anniversary.
Yeah.
And there was this huge festival one day with 8 local bands and one very renowned and famous band from Colombia that is called Kronos.
Kronos.
And we
Okay.
opened for them. And I remember
Badass.
we went on the news because the riot and the mosh pit started when we started playing, and people
Fuck
here
yeah.
are not used to that. Because those are the tones that the city's anniversary celebration. They were like, "What is happening there? People are killing each other. What? Stop the beat." It's just they're just having fun.
That's
So
right.
yeah, those two were like the major gigs and
Hell yeah.
other gig that we had. So we're pretty much a fairly new band, but I'm trying to do my best with the band to finish the album so everybody can listen up to the music and start applying to festivals, going here and there. And I want to take the band out of Colombia. I want everybody to know what Cartel Cyco is
Yeah.
and what we have to offer to those old school suicidal tendencies lovers and
Yeah.
hardcore lovers and such and such. Yeah.
I know you got an audience out there that would love to hear you guys. Just like myself, I'm a big fan of that genre. And when I got a chance to hear Soy de Este Pueblo, it just got me. And I was like, these guys are fucking good. Fuck yeah. And then
Thank you very
to
much,
fuck
man.
off.
I really
And I was
appreciate
like,
that. I really appreciate that. That means a lot. That
oh
means a
man,
lot.
well, I mean, I just feel like you guys are onto something great, and you're doing what you love to do, and it shows in the music, and it just reflects on the love for that style and the love for that genre, and it's something that that I've been missing. That I've been missing something fresh like
Oh,
that, but
cool,
with that
cool.
that kind of that feel, because
You
I
know,
love that stuff.
it's funny. It's funny. That reminded me of back in the 90s when we were playing with the band Insania. I was living in Bogota with some friends, the ones from the band, and the heavy metal scene here was pretty much blooming, and it was cool.
Yeah,
And I remember every band said, "Oh, we're trying to be fresh, something new, something different." But we were always the same. We all sounded the same. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, what's your music? Well, I'm playing thrash / crossover, hardcore crossover, but we're trying to give a different kind of proposal of music. This is a fresh approach, but it sounds the same.
yeah,
So that happened back then. So now I really want to try and achieve that, of course. And now that you
yes.
mentioned that, that's like, whoa, that's super cool.
Oh,
Because
dude, there's a
somehow you see, oh yeah, I'm making it. And
yeah,
I talk from time to time. I keep conversations with Jimmy Changa, with Jimmy Santiago Flores. Love you, brother. And he
hell
always
yes.
encourages me. He says, "Man, you're doing something great. Keep on working, this and that. If you need anything, blah blah blah." So it's pretty cool. So I
Very
remember,
cool.
when I first started that I wasn't sure if I was going to have a vocal or whatever. I was talking to Al del Barrio. You know
Yeah,
Al del Barrio
from
from
Confused. Shout out
Yeah,
Confused.
and he say, "Hey, dude, if you need, just let me know, and I can help you with some voices and whatever." And I was like, "Oh, that would be so fucking cool."
Fuck yeah.
It was good that I didn't have to bother him with that. But
Yeah.
I certainly would love to be able to play one day with those guys and
Right.
jam together and maybe do some collaborations. That would be so fucking amazing because, man, there's a lot of great musicians up there, a lot of legends, a lot of people doing a lot of things that keep on
Yes.
encouraging us to do what we are doing. That's
right,
so
that are keeping that spirit alive, keeping the sound of the different metal genres fired up, and keeping it relevant and keeping it modern.
yeah, relevant,
And
relevant. Yeah,
I'm thankful for that, man, because like a band like Power Trip, yeah, shout out, rest in peace, Riley, kind of bringing back that old school crossover kind of sound, but they were able to kind of get ahead of the pack. They got a lot of exposure, getting on some great tours and stuff. But other than that, it's been a definitely an underground scene. There hasn't been, other than SOD, really breaking forward and making some real changing the game. MOD's had has done its thing, but something about it's like the Misfits. SOD is the same way. When you don't get these members together very often, so if you're able to get them together, it's going to be a big deal. So
I wonder. I don't know how it really is, because if you over there are not quite sure exactly how it works, we over here even worse. So I don't know how the chemistry works inside of the band and whatever, and I don't know how easy would it be once all of these things had happened with the band, the members, the breakups and whatever, and they come back together. How can they come up with something that really can like blow you away? Say like, holy shit, they are still here.
Yes,
they're still here.
Yeah,
I don't know if that makes sense.
It does, man, and I think your singer has a lot to do with that, because singers always put a trademark on your style, on your sound, and your singer comes across clean, and even though much of it in Spanish, it sounds good. It does. It's like listening to Rammstein from where I'm standing. I'm not sure what he's saying, but I know it sounds fucking good.
Yeah, and the
fucking music is there.
Conveys the message.
Yes,
with the energy. Yeah, it's like.
But it makes me want to know what he's singing and get the translation, because I want to sing that shit. Yeah, because me being in cover bands and me just being a fanatic of music in general. When I started getting into a band, I want to get those lyrics down and kind of sing along to the choruses and stuff.
That's what we used to do here back then. But we had to get the
lyrics,
the lyrics
in the vinyl.
Yeah, and then the dictionary. They're like, what the hell are they saying? A lot of stuff we couldn't get the real message because expressions or whatever. But we did the homework, and there's a lot of people who learn certain degree of English.
Yes,
thanks to that. Thanks to
that.
Yeah.
That's huge, man. When I think of something like that, it makes me think of the Scorpions. And that's because, when you hear Klaus Meine talk outside of making the music, he's got a huge German accent. But when you listen to it, it's like just right.
You wouldn't think they're from Germany.
Right. Yeah. And, another band that I love is Loudness, back from the early 80s. And he's got that strong accent, but you kind of forget about that because everything sounds good, and that's one thing I love about the brotherhood of metal, is that we don't care where you're from. We don't care your skin color. We don't care what you look like. We just care about what you want to show us musically. And if you're proud of it and we get down to it, you're a brother, no matter where your background is or who you are. You're part of the family.
White or brown.
That's right, dude. Exactly.
Yeah.
He spelled it out right there. Exactly, bro. And no better band to get behind than Suicidal, because we're not a gang, we're a band. You know what I mean? It's join the army, man. We can have some fucking fun with this. And I've been blessed to see Suicidal a couple of times. I've seen them, like we talked about earlier, on the Join the Army tour here at the Ritz. Amazing show.
Pretty much it was.
Oh, hell yeah. It was like the best, because they only had 2 albums. So it was like a few songs from the first one, but they were so proud to join the army.
Mike Clark wasn't there.
No.
Oh, yeah. Clark.
Yeah, but and then I saw him again on Lights, Camera, Revolution.
Oh,
it was Candlebox, Candlebox, Fight, Suicidal, and Metallica. And that was in Austin at, I think, some fairground in Austin. And I remember it because it was such a badass show, and we started drinking early on that by the time Metallica came up, there was a spot during their set where they were playing One, and they had helicopter fly by to kind of create the intro part for One, and fucking crowd got crazy, and I almost passed out. If it wasn't for my wife dragging my ass out of the pit and letting me get some fresh air, I don't know what could have happened. But Suicidal fucking kicked ass. The energy of Mike Muir running from back to forth. I love his moves like that, dude.
That's a machine.
Oh, I love it.
That's a machine.
Yes, and Trujillo. Trujillo is such a game changer. And when he made it to Metallica, you know, for me being a Latino, I was like, man, that's about fucking time. We got our man in the biggest, baddest band in the world. And, you know, what he does ever since then is just solidified the right decision that the guys in Metallica did. I think that gave them instant street credibility. When you get a guy from Suicidal in your band, and it's not Mike Muir, but it's, you know, if you had Rocky George join, holy shit. You know, Mike Clark, Raymond, fuck.
The first step was taken by Ozzy.
Yeah.
Ozzy stole Trujillo from Luciano.
That's right. I caught him at an Ozfest playing with him, dude. Damn. He saw the talent. He saw the talent, bro. Yeah, and we fell in love with that, man. Like Infectious Grooves.
Yeah. Amazing.
Love that, man. Well, let's talk about Fuck Off. The latest single. Love that jam right there. So fucking bad. I love the breaks with the bass fills in between. Yes,
you know something funny. I wrote those bass lines because
so
most of the bass lines I wrote the bass lines because we were having issues with the bass player, and he barely was available for recording Soy de Este Pueblo. That was it. And when we were here, I was like telling, why don't you do this and that? I was asking, hey, we need you to come here. We need to record the bass lines for the other songs. No, it's like, you know something? I'm gonna go with whatever I can come up with.
Yeah.
And I have this plugin, the Bias FX2, and I plug the guitar. I use some bass emulator.
No shit.
This sounds pretty much like the thing that I would like to get.
Yeah.
It's not exactly, but it's guitar. That bass that you listen.
I can't tell, bro.
It is guitar. It is me playing the guitar. The bass part on the guitar. And now with the new bass player, I showed him the lines, and they say, "You did this with the guitar, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, you're right." I was like, "Man, I need you to power up this." I know those songs are gonna be already recorded, the ones that are already recorded. But if we can power it up, man, you're free to do whatever you want. So fuck off. It's funny. I'm in the spectrum. I'm talking a lot. I try to talk to people, but that's so difficult for me. It's hard to talk to people.
I understand. I get you. Mm-hmm.
And I don't have filters, so I say what you see is what you get. In fact, what you see is what you get. That's one of the things that one of the songs says. What you see is what you fucking see is what you fucking get. And here I had the chance, not the opportunity, but I had the chance to get to know some musicians, and I get disappointed when you find people that is not true. So thinking about that is that I wrote Fuck Off.
I get it. That's right.
Man, in fact, I have another song which is already recorded. It's called I Don't Want to Be a Fucking Drama Queen. It's because of the same thing. Man, we Latinos, especially here in Colombia, we are so prone to drama that I can't understand that. Honest, being that I was born here, and I've been raised in a family here, like a regular family, blah blah blah. But there, maybe because I'm in the spectrum, there's a lot of the social protocol and the things that I don't really understand, or I don't cope well with that. So Fuck Off is a sign of that. I say, man, get out of my way. Leave me alone. If you don't have anything good or anything true to come with and talk with me, please fuck off. Get out of my life. Yeah,
Yes.
that's fuck off. That's fuck off. Here in Colombia, people don't respect your personal space, and I hate that. So let's say I'm in the line of the supermarket next to the register, and some people come and like they want to go on top of you. I feel so uncomfortable with that.
Damn, right?
So sometimes people think or feel that I'm rude, but it's because of it, right? And that song it was born because of my frustration with those kind of people, with that kind of people. Yeah.
Fuck off. Fuck off. Get out of my face. You're so fake. Yes.
You're so fucking fake. In Spanish, we say, ábrase. Ábrase, parce. Ábrase.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great jam. Great jam right there.
In fact, right now, I'm working on the lyric video for that.
Oh, killer.
I think maybe next week I'm gonna have the lyric video for the song.
Nice.
Sonrisas falsas, ruido alrededor, fake smiles, noise around. Yeah.
I can't wait to see that. I want to make sure I'm sharing that. Let's get to the next song, Cartago Originals. That's a jam, man. I feel like that's like an anthem. That's a theme for you guys. Does it feel like that when y'all are singing it?
Familia Carnal. It was called Cartel Cyco.
Yeah.
Like the band.
Okay. Yeah.
But you know something? When I was because this has been like a course, not a curse, but a course. I'm like studying.
Yes.
Because I'm doing the promotion. I'm doing this thing. I'm doing as many things as I can, and I'm enjoying that. I know that there's gonna be a point in which we have to get people working on doing that, but right now we can't.
Got it.
And I'm enjoying that. So I started with I don't know if I can tell the name of the service. Is this distribution service online? Well, anyway, one of those free services, right?
Yeah.
It has an app. So you can get your music released. They release the music in platforms. They get a percentage of whatever you get, but it's free. You don't pay for that. And when I was uploading the first release for Cartel Cyco, they said you cannot name the release with the same name of the band.
Oh, got it.
I thought Cartago Originals, or original from Cartago, right?
Hell yeah.
So, but that's the song, the riff that I took from the songs that I used to write back in the 90s. So that has that taste, that 90s flavor.
Yeah.
Because of that.
And
it's like the anthem. Cartel Cyco, Familia Carnal, Lealtad de Calle, Pura.
Yeah.
Somos Cyco. That's what I am.
Yes. Such a great song right there. And it's got it definitely has that suicidal groove. Yeah. Big time from top to bottom.
I know. Let's say when I play I always, although I've studied music, I started by ear. When I lived in Bogota, I studied music for a time. But when I want to play a cover song or whatever, I always do that by ear.
Yeah.
I don't like to watch tutorials or tabs or whatever. I enjoy it doing by ear. Yeah. So covering Suicidal has been a challenge because, man, Rocky George, holy crap!
Damn, he's fucking bad.
And I've been trying to give some wings to his style and his music with the solos that I do in the music. Soy de Este Pueblo, the solo is played by Davinson, the other guy.
Right.
But in Cartago Originals, and most of the solos, I play most of the solos. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And Cartago Originals come from that, and the name comes because of that. Because of what else can I say? Well, Cartago Originals. We are from Cartago. Let's say Cartago Originals, and that's the name of that. And you can see those are short songs. Yeah. Also reminding, well, not as extreme as it was with SOD, because like the ballad of Jimi Hendrix. Dun, 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 he's dead.
Right.
Like 3 seconds. Right?
Yeah.
No. Oh, songs 2:45, maybe 3 minutes song.
Yeah.
But that's gonna be the length of the song. So Cartago Originals is the same, and is the same. Slow part, fast part, the mosh part, the blah blah blah, like trying to bring all those elements and giving that the taste of the things that we've been influenced by.
Yes, very well arranged. Definitely very well arranged. Hell yes. And so now we get into like the two instrumentals on the One Hell of a Ride EP.
Yeah, One Hell of a Ride.
And first time I heard it, I love listening to my music when I'm taking my dog for a walk, because I got a little jam, I got a little Bluetooth, so I'm taking her a Babsy, and she's around here somewhere. I'll take her for a walk, and I'm just
recently mine passed away.
Oh man,
16 years old. That got me so fucking sad.
Oh, I can imagine, brother. That's
sad. That's tough. If you love your dog, man, enjoy it. You enjoy your dog. Take care of your dog as much as you can. They're family.
Absolutely.
They're family.
What was your dog's name?
Antonia.
Antonia. Oh,
Antonia. It was a beagle.
Big 16 years.
Oh, 16 years.
Oh, what a blessing. 16 amazing years, brother.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you were saying that when you walk your dog?
Yeah, I crank up the Cartel Cyco and I'm checking it out, and that's and it's funny because I got it cranked, and I usually take my dog out for a walk around 10:30 or 11 because she's not too friendly with people, and so I wait till a little afterwards. And during the day when I take her through the back alley where there's a creek.
When you can be alone.
Yeah, but I got that music cranked up, and I'm just waiting for somebody to come out and say, "What's up? What are you listening to?" or something like that. Because
guys from Colombia.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is Colombia? Colombia.
Yeah, then I could share some stories with them. But sometimes I'll be out there and I'm playing like Frozen Soul, some death metal. But when it comes to you guys, everything's so clean and just easy to get into that it was so easy to. When I was listening to these two songs on the EP, I was just waiting for the lyrics to come in, the vocals to come in. Because like I said, I was listening to it as it was rolling, and I was like, I had to look, I was like, hey, it's over? Oh shit. But on both songs, they're so ready for vocal arrangement to be put to them, and maybe even, a longer arrangement to make it all like that. But nevertheless, those two songs stand on their own, and they kick ass, man. They got some great riffage on there.
They make you want more.
Yeah, they make you want more.
It's me, I want more.
Yeah, the Somos Los Que Somos.
Somos Los Que Somos, yeah.
Man, you got like a breakdown there.
I don't know if you remember. Of course, I think you remember. In the 90s, there was this DVD that Sepultura released.
Under Siege. Under Siege live in Barcelona, right?
It was an intro, and I said, we need to have an intro for us, something like that.
Yeah.
When I was thinking about that, then that was that we came up with the idea of Somos Los Que Somos. So that would be like the intro. And the other song has a funny story. It's a very, very funny story.
One hell of a ride? Yeah.
I don't know if my friend is watching this. Her name is Serena Carver. She lives in New York. By the way, if you're watching, love you so much. She's a very, 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 very fond. I love her very much. Friend, and we met because of I have a channel in which I teach Spanish to English speakers. So we met there, and we made friends. A great friendship. I love her very much, and I remember she's got a channel. She's a gamer, and she has a YouTube channel. And she told me once, because I help her with some motion graphics and stuff, and she told me, "Hey, now that you're writing music, why don't you write an intro for my channel?" And I told, my dear friend, I can, but I'm much likely gonna do something heavy. She said, no, it doesn't matter. And I wrote One Hell of a Ride. That was for her. It was initially for her. And then she said, my friend, it's amazing, but it's so heavy. And was like, oh, okay. Well, do you mind if I take it for the band? And she said, no, it's okay. And then I say, well, it will be a nice way to start off and end up with an intro for the album, for this album. So that's the story behind One Hell of a Ride. And I thought, one hell of a ride. I was thinking, one hell of a ride, both because of her channel. I thought it's one hell of a ride playing around. And then I said, yeah, it's been one hell of a ride. After listening all of the Cartel Cyco songs, it's a roller coaster. So it's gonna leave you wanting more. So wait for the next album.
I love that. Exactly. You leave them wanting more. That's fucking right. I like that. Yeah. I want to give a shout out. Random drunk ass, thank you so much. He said he's got a drop. He had a great night. He's going to be jamming the Cartel Cyco and looking forward to hopefully if you come to the States, hopefully. Hell yeah. So we got another loyal fan here. Thank you, Random Drunk. Hell yeah. Drink one for us, all right? Hell yeah. And I like the idea about back then when we were getting into metal, intros were a big deal. Like say from Metallica, whether it was Ride the Lightning, whether it was Master Puppets, Justice for All, they had the intros, and we love that kind of stuff. And nobody really did it better than kind of Metallica, but there were some other bands that made my band want to have an intro. Fuck yes. And so these two songs are awesome. No lyrics needed. There's more songs that are going to have plenty of lyrics. These songs are ready to rock. One hell of a ride, and somos los que somos. Heavy duty. And let me ask you about the video for Soy de Este Pueblo. Where was that shot?
That's a whole story by itself.
Yeah, tell me.
I knew, well, when we started with the band, we thought of making a video of Possessed Escape. A version of our version of Possessed Escape, and sorry. So we started recording the video all by ourselves.
Yeah.
With a GoPro, blah blah. Thing is that we had some issues, but that was when the bass player left, then the drum left, so it was like stuck there. We still have part of the footage that we took for a video. Anyway, so I thought now that we already have the music, we already have the official artist channel on YouTube. It was also an achievement for us, a great achievement. It's something that might be silly, but for us is important. So I thought we need the official video. So what better than this song? And I knew that I wanted to do something different to the videos that everybody do here.
Yeah.
Really? So I thought, Soy de Este Pueblo, it has to be at a roof. I have a friend who lives in a building. It's like a 5-story building, maybe. Yeah. No, 4-story building. No, 3-story building. I'm sorry, but it's tall. And I thought we could do that there. So we went all the way up to the roof, and I was watching. No, we cannot place the drum set here. And then I turned and I realized there's a hotel here. It's called Hotel Don Gregorio. It's one of the tallest buildings here, and the owner is a friend of mine.
Yeah.
So I said, well, I'm gonna ask Gregorio, and maybe he's gonna. And I talked to Gregorio, this and that. He says, whatever you need.
Fuck yes.
Cool. We have the location for the playback, for the band playback.
Wow.
That was it. And I knew it was that. A friend of mine who's a video producer here, he helped us with the cameras for the band. Yeah. And another his name is Andrés Mauricio Olivar. He's Putuamba Perro Demente Producciones, like Mad Dog Productions.
Okay, Mad Dog Productions.
And another guy, Julio Cesar Parra, a very, very well and dear friend. He was the drone operator.
Oh, cool.
I don't know if you noticed, back in the background, there's a box, like a box from a washing machine, a huge cardboard box. He was inside there.
Get out of here! He was was inside there. I didn't notice. I'm gonna search that, man. Hell yeah.
He was inside there operating the drone. So he was the one who made the drone. A guy, Sebastián Elijalde, he's got something here called Cartago Vive el Rock. He supports bands and whatever. He lent us the drum kit for that day.
Yeah.
And the other takes, I did that myself with the GoPro and the singer. The ones that he's in the city, like singing out. So we
killer.
took everything, and I did the editing and the post production, everything. I did the whole thing. So
damn.
It says produced by Cartel Cyco, but I know how to do well. Maybe it's not as pro, maybe, but it came out pretty good.
It came out really good, man.
It was proudly made by us.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. I love it. And that's what I like about it. Being out there on the top, the rooftop, looks killer, dude. Looks killer.
Did you notice the flash on the guitar when I jump and I do boom? One of the drone takes, it was so coincidental. I don't know if that's the word. Anyhow, the glare. There was a glare. A glare is you have to check it out. There's a part in which the drone is taking that, and I jump and I do this, and then poof, the bright, the shine,
the glare shoots off.
Glare, just with a hit. It couldn't come at a better timing than that.
Yeah.
So we had good takes. We had some bad takes. I tried to take the best that I could to give the rhythm, because I know the song. So if you know the song, it's gonna be easier for you to know how to do the rhythm. And this is not the first video that I make. I've worked with videos before. I edit videos the whole time for my channels. Not the same, but it gives you the skills. So that's and right now we're in pre-production stage for Fuck Off. So I'm getting the little video ready. Eventually, maybe in 3 weeks, I hope to start recording the playback with the band. And after that, we'll see when we can release the video. But
that'll be awesome.
Cool as well. Yeah, it's gonna be also interesting. Yeah.
Very good, man. I didn't know you had all those skills under your belt, Miguel. Hell yeah. But it's like you said, with doing the podcast and the other things that you've done with design, it kind of got you prepared for this. Yeah. And
there's one thing.
It's expensive if you hire out someone to do this kind of stuff. Tony, and nobody knows the music as well as you do.
Tony, that's the thing. We live in a country which is very unfair when it comes to social things, and we're third world, right? Colombia is third world. Yeah. There's like a minority which are rich, and the rest of us are not even medium class, but medium low class. So it's hard to get money for these kind of things, because you need to pay rent, you need to buy your stuff, you need the bills. You need to pay the bills and everything, right? So this, let's say a video, if you're going to hire somebody to make a video, you need to take in pesos, no less than 2 million pesos. 2 million pesos is pretty much 1 month of minimum wage.
Wow. Yeah.
Pretty much. So and you can't, or unless you can, but it's hard. So I have the skills. We have the resources.
Take care of it.
As I told you, the recording, the mixing, the editing, everything has been done by us here. So this is blood, sweat, and tears.
Fuck yes.
Literally.
That's what it's about.
Eventually, of course, I know that you cannot do that forever. So eventually we will have the chance and the resources and the means to be able to hire somebody for doing this and for that. But I know that I'm going to be very picky when it comes to finding the because let's say in the case of the video, is the song is your baby. the song is your baby. So
Yeah.
I already had the idea of what I wanted before we started shooting.
Okay.
So it's cool when you can see all those things coming to life.
Yeah. Get that vision and come into life.
Yeah,
Oh, yes. Let me ask you about what's the metal scene there like for you guys?
it's another funny story because as I told you, I was so away from music and stuff, very very away from that. In 2024, a friend of mine who runs the city anniversary celebration things for the city, he asked me if I could help him with some footage from Cartago is well known among other things, the good things, because of the embroidery. This is like
Okay.
the world capital of the embroidery. It's
Awesome.
yeah. So it's you can find very very beautiful things handmade here, embroidery, right?
Yeah.
So he asked me to do that. When I went to make the videos and whatever, and I heard that there was gonna be an afternoon of rock and motorcycles at some place. So I went.
Yes.
I think that's gonna be interesting. And then I realized some bands, old bands from here, like bands from 25, 30 years, were working again.
No
And I was like,
shit.
oh, this is interesting. And there were some young kids playing again as well,
Yeah.
and girls, a lot of girls singing.
Hey.
Man, great singers with energy, with stage presence, and a lot of stuff. So that caught my attention, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
this is interesting. And that made me think to start the other podcast that I have, in which I talk to all of the people who have something to do with who have had something to do with the metal scene here in Cartago. So that was a way in which I learned a lot, because I thought I knew from the scene, and I really knew not too many things, because of the thing that I told you. My time was the 90s, and then I moved to the States. I was living there for like 6 years, and I came back, and I was so away from the music. I wasn't interested in bands or whatever. So I realized that I found out that the scene was like flourishing again,
Yeah.
and then that year was very active for a lot of bands. A lot of bands came up, came out, started
Came out.
started playing. Yeah. So
Oh yeah.
one of them, Cartel Cyco, but because of the story with Jimmy Santiago Flores, otherwise I wouldn't be here. Anyways,
Yeah.
and then last year was even better because they raised the bar. It wasn't the same thing that it was on the 24, but this was a whole day pretty much, with a
Oh
huge
yeah.
stage, a great sound. There we were like 8 bands, local bands here, and Kronos, which is a very famous band from Cali. So we realized there's a lot of people doing here.
Yeah.
Cartago is known in Spanish. They call la cuna del talento, something like the talent cradle
Oh
of
yeah.
talent, maybe. Yeah, and
Cool.
there's a lot of great musicians, and not only musicians, artists coming from Cartago. But in the scene, I started seeing a lot of bands, new bands. Some bands stayed, some bands disappeared. The old bands are doing a great job, starting all over again.
Yeah.
So the scene is moving. The scene is moving. It has its ups and downs, but it's there. It's there. I wouldn't say it's as strong as, let's say, Medellin or Bogota or even Pereira, but it's there. It's there.
Okay.
So yeah, there's a lot to get from. There's several bands,
Yeah.
uh, great musicians, but when it comes to genres, is heavy, power metal, I think. There's a band, a famous band, like 30 years old band. It's called Bombillos Peludos, like hairy light bulbs,
Oh shit.
and they play punk. Very good band.
Badass.
Very good punk. And some bands that are playing death metal, I think, or something related to that metal.
Something
That's
like that.
that's pretty much what's happening here. Yeah, that's pretty much what's happening here. From what I can tell you,
Yeah.
from my limited vision.
Let me ask you this: is there a band that came out of Cartago or Colombia that the United States has slept on that we need to know about?
Yes and no. There's this band called Head Crusher. Head Crusher.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Head
Hell
Crusher.
yeah.
Head Crusher is a guy from that band, Carlos Ramirez, Carlucho. If he's watching this, Carlitos,
What's up, brother? Hell yeah.
Carlucho was involved in that band, Head Crusher, with some guys from Pereira and some members related to the members of Internal Suffering. Internal Suffering is another band from this which is big there. So I know. Let's say Neurosis from Bogota, death metal is a huge band from the 80s. They're right now they're touring Europe. They've done stuff in the United States, I think. Massacre, that's another band that I know they've been doing great things. I don't know if they're still. I think they've achieved stuff. Head Crusher, as I told you, and Internal Suffering. Internal Suffering has and they were in the Austin scene, I think.
Yes.
They were in Texas. Yeah.
So, we had the opportunity to play with them with Head Crusher over at the House of Rock, and it was one of my cover bands. We stepped in there and jammed, and we had
who was singing? Kike. Was Kike singing?
Who?
Kike.
What's his
Kike
name?
Valderrama, the singer. Kike. No.
Ah.
A guy with short hair.
Yes.
Powerful voice.
Yes. Man, he came out there and we sang Push It from Static X together. It was awesome. He sounded great, bro.
And now that I've heard you, man, I know it should have been amazing. Both of you singing.
They were getting into the jams that we were playing. They were out in the crowd, and I told them, "Come on up here, dude." And we did that jam together because, and man, it was a great moment. I might even have a picture. If I have a picture of it, I'm gonna post that later because that was a cool fucking moment right there.
Yeah, a great band.
Yes, man. Well, I appreciate you bringing it.
There's another band which nobody, maybe it's not as. How can I put it? They did something no other band has. They achieved something no other band has achieved here in Cartago. Back in the 90s, the name is Inbreeding Sick. It's death metal, pure death metal. They I think they have been the only ones who got a record label deal.
Oh,
huge amount of money back then. So they got a deal. They had a very interesting story. I don't know the details, but it's very, and they're the only ones who have got that level of achievement because it was a huge deal. It was for the moment, it was a huge amount of money, and these guys, they Internal Sovereign, Harold Mauricio Restrepo, and Engelbert Rojas. Engelbert is now playing with in Spain with Unbounded Terror, which is like the most famous death metal band in Spain.
Unbounded hell Terror. Yeah!
So, here you can find talent here. Yeah.
Help me out with the name of this band from Spain, Apatrida. Does that ring a bell?
It doesn't ring a bell.
Apatrida, Angelica, or something like that. Oh, no. I'm gonna find out who that band is, and I'm gonna send you some music from them. Because they are fucking far out. So I always like sharing, because when it comes to Spain, I don't hear too many bands from outside of America. If I'm lucky, I stumble across something great, and I want to give them love. And I think the name is Angelicus Apatrida. But
I think part of the thing is that most of the people most of the bands are maybe afraid of rejection.
Yeah.
So they don't. Let's say I send a message to you. What's the worst that can happen? You're gonna say no. Okay. I send a message to Rob. I've talked to a lot of people. I talked to Luchi Mayorga, and I asked him, "Hey, how come? How would you like it to make a podcast?" Oh, well, we can talk. Nothing has happened, but in fact, I've been trying to see if they would like to come play here. I have some contacts here who could book some dates for them.
Hell yeah!
Well, see, that would be awesome to have them here. But we'll see. So those things, I'm never afraid of asking. What source can happen?
Right.
And that's something that happens with bands here. They like, or maybe they're waiting for the other people to call them, and that's not gonna happen.
That's not gonna happen. That's right. The person that's gonna get the gig is the one that's gonna call for the gig.
Yeah. It's like, hey, I'm so good. People like what I'm doing, so they're gonna go. No. We need to move your ass. And,
yes, bro.
Yeah, or pay somebody to do so.
To do it for you. Yes, and that's all. Those are words of wisdom, and by sheer experience, right there, bro. Because we've had friends that will kind of have that happen, where they'll be like, nah, they'll wait for the phone call, but at the same time, you're on the phone already calling. Hey, is that spot open? Can we get on that slot? Absolutely, bro.
I don't know. Maybe that would happen before, maybe the 80s. Maybe.
Maybe.
No way, Jose. That's not gonna happen.
Right.
No matter how good you are, man, you need to move.
You have to hustle.
Yeah.
That has to be part of the game. And if you want to get out of your garage, you better have somebody in the band that's willing to do the hustle and do the work. And because that's what's going to get you from the garage into the great venues, man.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Let's move on. Let's talk about, what was your first concert, man?
It's funny because in my whole life, I haven't been to many concerts.
All right.
No,
I get it.
But there are two that I remember with my most appreciation.
Yeah.
One of them was in the United States. It was in Rhode Island. I was living in Rhode Island. It was a place called The Room. It was a small venue, and maybe we were there like 20 people, maybe 20 people. So scarce, you can see us scarcely like drinking a beer or something. It was pretty much empty. It was Quiet Riot playing there.
Quiet Riot.
I see Carlos Cavazo coming with a drum kit, starting playing putting the stuff. The other guys playing. I was like,
Frankie Benali, the drummer. Yeah.
Man, they played like if they were playing for 3,000 people or 300.
I love it.
Holy shit. That was amazing. It was fucking amazing. And the other concert that I like, those, well, I would say three. The other one was Anthrax with Joe Bush in Lupos Heartbreak Hotel in Rhode Island as well.
Oh,
and
cool.
I think, and I've seen, and I've been to Slayer. I've been to other huge. This has been the most amazing mosh pit that I've ever seen.
And Sound of White Noise tour.
But I don't know if it was the Sound of the White Noise tour.
He did like 3 albums with them, I think.
It was 2004, maybe. 2000. I can't remember right now exactly, but it was like a Slayer. It was like 2002, maybe. It was with Hatebreed, and I can't remember the other name.
Get the fuck out of here, Anthrax and Hatebreed.
No. When I saw Slayer was with Hatebreed.
Badass.
And after, oh man, the whole place. I thought the place was crumbling now. It was amazing. I was like, Of course, you're. I'm 1.75 in PS. How much? Give me a second. 1.75 meters to feet. I'm 5'7". I'm 5'7".
All right.
And the place was crowded with guys like 6 foot
Oh
something
shit.
motherfuckers. Man,
Yeah.
I was like so mad. But it was amazing. It was amazing. And the other concert that I remember was Steve Vai in Boston, because just by the last song I was taking pictures and I was kicked out of the venue because of that.
Oh shit.
Because I was taking pictures. But yeah, but can you believe I never seen Suicidal live?
Oh, it's not. Yeah, I can, because they're a hard act to catch. Holy shit.
And they came to Colombia when I was living in the States.
Oh no.
And they came again when I was sick. I was at the hospital. I was sick.
Damn,
with the
man.
H1N1, I think, and they came again. They've been here like twice. I
Yeah.
haven't been able to. A friend of mine was like walking around, and there was my mirror, like, hey, yes, because the guy was wearing a cap. Hey, yes,
Yeah.
and they took. I was like, oh, fuck.
Oh, badass.
Funny story. When I was in the States, like it was maybe 2002. Suicidal Tendencies in the website, they were running this advertisement calling fans to help with a project called Cyco TV. So they say,
Okay.
if you have skills related with blah, 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 please write it down. And I immediately I sent and Mike Muir replied and said, oh, yeah, we're getting people for this and that. You're from Colombia. There's a guy here in the staff. He's from Colombia as well. I think the guy played with them for a while. His name, I think it was Esteban or something. Because you're both from Colombia, I'm going to connect you with him so you can talk to him. And I was okay. This guy ghosted me like in the second conversation, so I never knew what happened.
Oh shit.
That was another funny Suicidal Tendency related story.
Yes, man. Oh,
Yeah,
let
but
me
it's funny. It's funny because the last concert that I've been to that I was a few days ago. The Kings of Thrash were here, and Dave Ellefson.
You caught that show? Wow. Kings of Thrash.
Wait, it's even more than that, because David Ellefson was running a clinic, a bass clinic here.
Oh shit.
So it was like a special event for a university here, and I was invited there. It was free, so I was there. When I was waiting, I started listening to the whole band playing. It was like, this is a clinic, not a gig.
Yeah.
Man, it was the gig. They played all the songs there. It was like fuck, and I was first year. I got my wait. I got my jacket for. Let me see if I have it here. For oh shoot, I don't have it handy. The jacket of the CD for Peace Cells. It got signed by Dave
badass.
So it was amazing. It was amazing because the guy said, I felt so very welcomed here in Pereira, that instead of the clinic, we're going to play a show. Hell, fuck! And I was like, it was amazing. It was amazing. Yeah.
Big love and big respect to Dave Ellefson. Definitely one of those original, old school, back from the Big Four that, for whatever has come up in his past and all kinds of shit. I just want to talk about the Ellefson that I fell in love with from Killing Is My Business. From I thought I had it up on my wall, but Peace Cells, and then Rest in Peace. Those three right there. Everything else is just cherry. It's cherries on the cake. But those three right there, those metal history. He's a legend.
Rest in Peace changed. From
That's
my
a huge
opinion,
game changer.
From my opinion,
yeah.
Megadeth did the whole change with Rest in Peace.
Yeah, love Rest in Peace. Big show. I love that. Kings of Thrash. So that was just not too long ago, huh? You just checked that out?
It was like Amor, ¿cuándo fue lo de Pereira? It was like a couple weeks ago, a few days ago.
Oh, I love
not
it.
more than 2 weeks.
I love that they brought it.
It was amazing, amazing surprise.
Fuck yes.
Yeah.
How about you guys? When is your next show?
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. And I remember also when Guns N' Roses came for the first time here to Colombia. I think it was. I'm always bad with the date, but I'm not sure if it was 93 or 94. It was a huge thing because they had 2 shows. Yeah, they had 2 shows. They had to cancel one. There were riots everywhere. It was crazy.
Oh shit!
And the craziest thing was when they were playing November Rain. It started raining, and it was in November.
Wow! Yeah. That is a cool, unforgettable moment, dude. I love that.
Oh, totally unforgettable. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I gotta share a moment. I went to Ozfest and I saw System of a Down on the Toxicity tour. And when they played the song Toxicity, that's when it started raining. And I was like, oh, dude. And
it gets stuck in your mind forever.
Yes, bro. Those are those metal moments that are just like, oh, man. We never forget about them. And guys like me and you that have been able to enjoy this metal ride ever since we were teenagers and then start our own bands, because we're so inspired by seeing all these great bands around us. Those moments are some of the best times of our lives. Yeah.
That saves your life.
I'm telling you, it's life-changing. Exactly.
Check it out. This is a super funny story. When I met my best friend, I was hitting on a girl, right?
Yeah.
And he was also hitting on her. So we met because of that. When I arrived at her house, he came as well, and I look at him, and he had this T-shirt, Slayer. And I was like, "Hey, do you like Slayer?" And he said, "Yeah." And we forgot totally about the girl, and we started talking, and we made best friends ever since.
Oh shit! Yeah.
I'm talking 1987.
Yes.
1987.
Wow, bro! I love that, man. It's just metal brotherhood. That's the epitome of it right there, and you make your best friends out of it.
Yeah, and the how I don't know how what were the word genuino, genuine. I don't know, genuino,
genuine,
true. How true the music is true. I don't know if it has to do that it comes to you at the right moment in your life.
Yeah,
the right moment, and
absolutely.
It's incredible. It's incredible.
It is incredible, man.
And even though we had such a hard time here trying to get the music, trying to get the instrument, it was so hard, but it made the experience even better.
Yes.
Now when we look back, it's like it was hard, but it was that made us what we are pretty much.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I want to get to a segment before we wrap things up for tonight, Miguel. I like to finish off our show by doing a little segment called Draw the Line. We're going to be comparing some of our favorite bands, and I want to make it tough. So I want to make it tough. So say, for instance, in Colombia, a pair of these bands show up. I mean, you can only be at one venue. You can only be at one show. Okay. What band are you going to go support? And I know you may like them both, but you got to pick one. So let's get started. First group of bands I want to put together, and these guys are definitely pioneers of our crossover movement. I'm talking about DRI versus Cryptic Slaughter.
DRI.
Who do you favor out of them?
DRI. In fact, I was so shocked. How come? I also wrote Kurt. He never replied, of course, but I wrote Kurt because recently they were here in South America, but they didn't come to Colombia.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I know, right? Damn it. Right. I'm glad you're reaching out for these guys. It's like me, I've been shut down so many times by different guys that I've tried to get on the show, but that just use that as fire to keep asking more guys, because for the 3 or 4 that won't respond, we're going to get one that's a keeper. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's all that matters. So Let's go to the next one. Two bands right here that I love these albums, and I'm talking about Crumbsuckers versus Excel.
Excel.
I got that Venice feel, right? Of course.
For me, that's a no-brainer.
That's a no-brainer. Yeah. All right. How about Sepultura versus Ratos de Parao?
I've heard Ratos, but not the other one. So I would stay with Ratos de Parao.
Oh, all right. Yeah, over Sepultura?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Sepultura.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I didn't understand. Wait. But wait. What? Which Sepultura?
Oh, good
90,
point.
Yeah.
Because with Max.
Sepultura.
Yeah, you know what I love?
The 90s Sepultura.
Yes, bro.
Sepultura, yeah. With Max, Igor, Paolo.
Yes.
And Andreas. Yeah.
Andreas, man. All those guys are like those. That's our Metallica band. You know that those guys. What they did on Beneath the Remains felt like they were going to be that next Metallica, and in that genre, I think they did. Oh, come on. Oh, such a game changer, Chaos. Yeah. I know, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
and what they did after that with Roots.
With Roots, they kept changing the game.
Yeah,
they kept changing the game.
That's the thing. I think they were not afraid of going forward.
Yeah,
the way they should have. So, yeah.
Big props to Sepultura. I love those guys.
I remember spending hours watching Arise, the video.
Yeah. Trying to learn the parts.
In fact, in that Rock al Parque back in 1995, we played Dead Embryonic Cells.
Oh, I love it. That breakdown is one of the most catchiest breakdowns. I love it.
Oh,
fuck yeah, right. Yes.
It gave me goosebumps. Holy shit. Yeah,
I love it.
It gave me goosebumps.
Now I want to hit two of the New York bands that are a couple of my favorites. You mentioned one earlier. Are you familiar with the band Leeway?
No.
Okay. Then I can't really give you this question because it's a little tricky. So I'm gonna throw a different band that was inspired by Leeway. And so the two bands I'm gonna compare is Cro-Mags versus Anthrax.
Man, that's a hard one.
I got you.
I love Cro-Mags, man. And shoot.
That early Anthrax. Ooh, those first couple of albums before Among the Living, where you compare like Spread the Disease versus The Age of Quarrel. You know, the feel of both those albums, man. It just wow.
Man, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. But if I had to, I would go see Cro-Mags.
Man, you know the crowd. The feel, the little hardcore feel. Yeah. It's just
in fact, I had a Dixon flannel. The Cro-Mags series.
Oh, you got one.
I would probably wear it there.
Fuck yeah, you got it. That's a fucking score right there. Big shout out to Dixon, man. I love the way they collaborate with the metal artists.
Oh yeah,
and I love that style.
I have one of the Suicidal Tendencies anniversary flannels coming.
Oh fuck yes!
A friend of mine brought me as a gift like 3 years ago, and he hasn't been able to come visit us. And finally, a friend of mine is going to bring it to me sometime.
Oh, love it. I got me a Dixon Suicidal button up too. That's got one of the old Cyco drawings in the back with the headband and the skeleton.
Yeah. The Rick Clayton designs.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, and it's something. I'm glad you brought up those designs, man, because that was something that was just very unique to that area and especially to that scene. And
totally.
Oh, loved it.
Is that
yes,
is that the identity? Yeah, Rick Clayton,
and so cool.
Artist. Yeah,
very metal, very all Cyco, metal, but all Cyco all the way.
Totally.
Okay, I got two more for you. How about Nuclear Assault versus Dark Angel?
Nuclear Assault.
Love me some Nuclear Assault right there.
Oh, come on. Yeah.
Yes.
Nuclear Assault. Yeah.
Fuck yeah. All right. And the last one for today, Exodus versus Testament.
I do you know something? I saw the Trans-Siberian Orchestra when
Skolnick.
Alex Skolnick was playing it.
Oh, you saw that.
Oh, the old Exodus.
Let's say, the old Exodus and the old, let's say up to New Order and to the first two albums for both. Pleasure of the Flesh.
Exodus.
Exodus.
I would love to jump into the toxic worlds.
Yeah.
Bonded by blood. Oh man.
Oh yeah. Yes, bro.
Exodus.
I like that, brother. Hell yeah. You know, it's a tough one right there because I think when it comes to those two bands, that's like if there was going to be a big five, it would probably be one of those two bands that would be the fifth one. And when it comes to my favorite thrash metal album, it's Bonded by Blood.
Yeah.
I just feel like I love Kill 'Em All. I fucking love it.
I don't know why they were not taken in consideration.
I know. Shit. But I gotta say, when rest in peace, Jeff Hanneman. When Jeff moved on and became the Angel of Death, they couldn't have picked anybody better than Gary Holt to take his place. So big props to the guys at Slayer for making that happen. But thank you so much, Miguel. I've had a great time tonight, bro. We've had a great time talking about.
We've been talking for like almost 2 hours. I love to talk about things that I love, and once again, on behalf of the band and on behalf of, for my own as well, thank you very much for this opportunity. It means a lot to us. It's an honor, a great opportunity to be able to share our stories here, to let your audience know about the things that people are doing here in Colombia, in Cartago, Cartel Cyco. So thank you very much, man. Thank you very much.
It's been a pleasure, Miguel. I have much respect for what you're doing over there, especially for you being in the game, you know, and it's not easy for guys that have been in and out to come back more serious and more determined than ever. You know, the work that you put into getting the videos done, getting the right guys by persevering over the struggles and the obstacles you have just living there, shows the commitment to your craft, to the band. And I think the other band members reflect the heart and soul that Cartel Cyco represents, brother. And it's definitely, it's like your singer says at the end of Soy de Este Pueblo. Soy de Este Pueblo is Cartel Familia. Cartel Cyco Familia, right?
We're Cyco Familia.
That's right, brother. And I love that you reached out to me, brother. Thank you, Miguel. Thank you for making it happen.
I hope this is not going to be the last one that we're going to talk. Maybe opportunity when we release some other stuff and whatever. And I'll keep you posted on any stuff that we're going to be doing. Of course.
That's what I love to hear, because I want to keep promoting you guys. I love the heart and soul that Cartel Cyco is about. But most of all, the music that you guys produce kicks ass. Cyco for life right there, brother.
In July, I'll send you some caps.
Kill it, bro. Absolutely, man.
Coming to visit, the one who's bringing the flannel. And when he goes back to the state, I'll send you some caps.
Much respect, man. I'm going to be sharing that proudly and wearing it with much love. And
I might be able to send you one of these.
Oh, dude, send me one, and I'm going to find a place here in my podcast room to have that framed.
And a sticker.
Yes, bro. Bring it on, man. Bring it on. I want to promote you guys, and I can't wait till the fuck off video comes out so that way I can show some love and keep spreading the Cartel Cyco word all around Texas, all around the States, and to as many people will keep watching the show, bro.
Stay psycho.
Absolutely, man. So to you guys that have been watching the show tonight, Adventures with Dread and Friends, my friend, let me bring it back just a little bit. My friend, Random Drunk, thank you, man. As Random Drunk said, give Cartel Cyco a chance. Look him up on your YouTube channel or on your Spotify or your favorite music platform. You're going to dig it, brother. Soy de Este Pueblo is a fucking rockin' video and a rockin' jam. Cartago Originals is a fucking jam, man. I can't say much good things, but I want you guys to check it out for yourself. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and give them a follow on their socials. Miguel, and on behalf of all you guys in Cartel Cyco, keep metal alive and fucking kicking ass there in Colombia, Cartago. Much love from Corpus Christi to you guys. Thanks again, Miguel, and to you guys watching the show.
It's been amazing. It's been amazing.
Any last words?
I really enjoyed the ride. And no, honest to God, thank you very much for this opportunity, man. I really appreciate, and whatever I can do for you guys, for you here in us guys, for you here in Colombia and Cartago, just let me know, man.
Let's keep sharing music.
My English just started breaking.
Let me let you go, Miguel. Like I said, we will do this again. As soon as that fuck off video gets ready to drop, let's hook up and we're going to talk some more Cartel Cyco. Until then, guys, everybody, stay psycho.